Hey, how's it going? I wanted to kind of start this off as a ramble, because in 2 weeks, the season's been going well for me. I've acquired a few things that I wanted to craft. There's a few weapons that I've been playing around with, and Iron Banner's been out. So I was, distracted actually playing the game. And starting off, I wanted to talk about Rose. Rose got reintroduced to us this season as a reward from the new comp playlist. I do like the comp playlist. I think it plays pretty nicely, but it can be a little too passive at times because of the mode selection. But that's neither here nor there. Rose is a 140 hand cannon that retains the lightweight frame, giving it a unique trait that other hand cannons of its archetype don't have. It has access to a lot of great PvP-focused perks, and rather than an origin trait, Rose has grips, which essentially work as additional base stat boost, allowing you to customize the field weapon a little more than others. The role that I've been playing around with is small bore, extended mag, moving target, and opening shot with a heavy grip and stability masterwork. I've been enjoying this because it has a high stability without losing too much on other stats. Allow me to pull up some other potential roles. I know it gets explosive payload, it gets rangefinder. Alright. So Rose can get, in the first slot, rapid hit, moving target, quick draw, perpetual motion, slide shot, and elemental capacitor. Of these, I think they're all great picks, except perhaps for quick draw, because this weapon naturally has quite high handling. Perpetual motion lets you boost it a little higher, but not so much that it's wasted. It also gives you that little boost of stability. The stability is nice, especially on this hand cannon, because it's a little low comparatively to others. Elemental capacitor, it's a hit or miss depending on what kind of subclass you like to play. Obviously, solar it's essentially a waste because you're not really worried about reload. Handling, it'll max it. Stability, huge boost. Stasis, more movement speed or ADS. This will stack with the lightweight bonus that it already has. Really great stuff. Rapid hit, stability is nice, but I don't think it's as effective as it once was. I remember using it on things like spare rations, having a great time with it, but it's since been nerfed. Anyway, second slot. Opening shot, Iron Storm, Snapshot, Vorpal, Rangefinder, and Explosive Payload. Once again, pretty much all great perks. Vorpal weapon, easily the weakest. Next weakest, probably Rangefinder. Explosive Payload gives you that extra damage fall off distance. Snapshot lets you be a little snappy. Either Storm gives you essentially free headshots. Opening Shot gives you essentially one free headshot when you first start the engagement. So as far as other things go, I think it's good to have this around 65 plus stability. I find it feels comfortable there. My role that I've been using has 72, the one that I just listed the perks out of before. I think I'd even like a little more than that with something like Perpetual Motion to give it a little boosty boost. I'm hunting myself for Perpetual Motion, Explosive Payload. If not that, then pretty much anything with Explosive Payload as like a cleanup weapon. It'd be very nice. So the next weapon I wanted to talk about is the World Drop lodbrok-c auto rifle. I haven't really used an auto this nice since the Dan, and there's a few different but interesting roles. Kill Clip, of course, is really good on it for general play, but after experimenting with target lock on the 7th Seraph auto, and seeing Cool Guy's video that I saw earlier today, I can see it being a huge contender. With target lock, you're able to kill a player in 6 shots. Very strong. Moving back a slot though, allow me to pull it up on dim for myself. The Lodbrok can get 4 times the charm, dynamic sway, perpetual motion, osmosis, fragile focus, and demolitionist. For PvP, you're essentially looking at dynamic sway, perpetual motion, demolitionist. All good. All very good. Perpetual motion gives you a big boosty boost to your stability, plus 15 when you have it at times 2. Just good. Dynamic sway gives you that reverse bloom effect and gives you that plus 10 stability after you've fired enough shots. I believe it says it here, 10 shots, you receive the plus 10 stability bonus. And back slot, once again, it gets round perks, so you can have armor piercing, Ricochet, or High Cal. Ricochet probably being the best choice here because it gives you a boost to stability as well as giving you that Ricochet effect. But my roll has High Cal, which just adds to that flinch factor. Like I said, Kill Clip. Kill Clip is now a 25% damage boost that is refreshable rather than being a 33% boost. I haven't run the numbers, but Kill Clip is really good on it. Just about as good as it was on the Dan. And yes, I'm looking for Dynamic Sway, Target Lock. Mine has a very nice stability stat of 50. This is partially in thanks to the recent High Impact Auto Rifle stability buff. Thank you for that, Bungie. Unfortunately, they can't really naturally get to 100 stability, not being able to make full use of that flinch mitigation. But what is really nice about this weapon, apart from all the perks, is the base recoil direction being in a very nifty 88. You can throw on a counterbalance stock and that takes it right up to 100. Don't need to worry about it. You can run things like full bore if you so wished, polygonal. Mine has fluted, I've been rocking that. And if you wanted to forego that, you could even run chambered compensator, extended barrel. Then you'd be right up at 98. That's plenty high enough. Once more, we should move on to another weapon, one that was recently available, the pulse rifle from the Dawning, Stay Frosty. I wasn't able to get the exact roll I wanted, but I like this one well enough. It's the first lightweight pulse rifle with access to Desperado. It also has Kill Clip. Both of these perks lower the time to kill, but each in a different way, which I find very intriguing. I have both of these on the one weapon with the buffed Encore. I enjoy it a little more on Kill Clip because it's more what I'm used to. But it's generally just a really good weapon. If you like the BXR, this is a good kinetic slot analog to it. If you haven't got one, then you'll either have to wait a year or settle for the syncopation. Moving on again, Revision 0. It's not yet available in its final form, but it is looking extremely promising. If you haven't heard already, this pulse rifle is a lot like if Mythoclast and Taraba had a baby. You charge the weapon up by landing critical hits, and you can charge up to 4 sniper shots. It takes you 12 critical hits to load up 1 sniper shot. You can store up to 4, and you can ready them as soon as you have 1 or wait until 4 or anything in between. It does 1 shot to the head, but my only tough time with the weapon is the jarringly long zoom. Apart from that, it's really, really cool. It can change between a 4 burst and a 2 burst. Each mode offers something a little different. The 2-shot burst kills a little slower, but gives you enhanced range and is better for peak shooting because your burst length is shorter, making you not need to stay out of cover for as long to get your entire burst out. While the 4-shot burst has a faster time to kill and builds the sniper shots faster, as well as giving you a boost to stability. It's a great gun and a powerful pickup. I should probably do a video on it when it is completely out and ready, all the masterworks available. Iron Banner though, that has been a bit of a doozy. So this time around we have a new mode called Fortress. Fortress is a modified zone control that spawns a central zone every so often, every 40 and 80 points. It'll spawn a central zone that will spawn Cabal turrets of varying health that you must kill, they give you score, and then when you cap the center zone, it periodically gives you a large chunk of score. I've been quite enjoying it. I of course have my criticisms. Generally just being the way that people play it, which is not their fault. Bungie gives players the options of Ward of Dawn, Titan Barricade, and that's obviously what people are using in it. Very, very strong. So there isn't really much else to say apart from that. Use your Wither Horde, use your zoning grenades, use your Ward of Dawn. I hope next banner is kind to you. And maybe we'll even see some mode changes. There's been quite a bit of negative feedback about this recent banner. That includes the connection. I haven't experienced too bad of matches, but I only really played enough to get the shader that gives you the chainmail effect that's on the second tier of the pass. Not the pass, the reward track. I think that about wraps up everything that I want to say about recent happenings in the world of Destiny. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully for a crafted weapon review.